Manchester United, a name once feared across Europe, is now a shadow of its old self. From lifting trophies under Sir Alex to fighting for a top 6 finish, the fall has been steep. They've spent big, changed managers and tried new plans. Still, nothing seems to work. The fans are fed up, the players look lost and the club feels broken. How did it all go so wrong for one of football's biggest giants? In this video, we dive into the rise and fall of Manchester United. We'll trace the journey, expose the cracks, and ask, can this fallen giant rise again? In 1986, Manchester United stood at a crossroads. The club, once dominant, hadn't won a league title in 19 years. They hired Sir Alex Ferguson, a fiery Scotsman from Aberdeen, renowned for breaking the old firm's hold on Scottish football. His mission was clear: restore the United to its former glory.
Listen, many congratulations winning the Scottish Cup for the second year, but it was close.
The luckiest team in the world. They were a disgrace of performance.
Were you surprised by the way that Rangers
Miller McLeish won a cup for Aberdeen. Miller McLeish played Rangers themselves. A disgrace of performance. They're okay in winning cups, doesn't matter. Their standards have been set long ago and we're not going to accept that from any Aberdeen team.
At first, things didn't go well. United kept losing. By 1989, fans grew tired and wanted him to go. They even displayed banners reading "Tara Fergie," urging his departure. However, the board stood firm and gave him time. Their patience bore fruit in 1990 with an FA Cup victory. That trophy changed everything. It saved his job and ignited a cascade of successes. Ferguson's vision extended beyond immediate wins. Ferguson didn't just buy stars, he built them. He believed in youth and nurtured them, leading to the emergence of the class of '92. David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Gary Neville and Nicky Butt. These young players lit up the pitch. They were fast, brave and full of fight. Soon United became a team that played with heart and dominated English football. Under Sir Alex, the club hit new heights. They won 13 Premier League titles, 5 FA Cups and 2 Champions Leagues. In 1998-99, United did the unthinkable. They won the treble. That meant the league, the FA Cup and the Champions League all in 1 year. No other English team had done that before. Ferguson's management style was a fusion of discipline and adaptability. He wasn't afraid to make tough decisions, whether to drop star players or change game tactics when needed. He always stayed one step ahead. His players feared him, but they also trusted him. Ferguson's ability to evolve with the game ensured United remained at the top for over 2 decades. In 2013, Sir Alex retired. He left with his head held high. He had built a team, a culture, and a legacy. But behind the glory, there was a big question. What happens now? United were on top when he left, but soon cracks began to show. And the fall when it came was sharp and painful. After Ferguson's reign ended, Manchester United entered a turbulent era. The club struggled to find the right manager. There were a lot of managers who came and went, and all of them had hoped to bring back the glory days, but none truly did. The post-Ferguson era began with the man Sir Alex trusted to carry on his legacy, David Moyes. Moyes inherited a title-winning squad, but he found it hard to keep that level. The team played poorly in big games and dropped many points. In Europe, they were knocked out early. One of the worst moments came when they lost 3-0 to Liverpool at Old Trafford. Fans were upset and the pressure grew fast. After just 10 months in charge, Moyes was dismissed. United finished 7th in the league, their worst finish in over 20 years. Then Van Gaal came in with big plans. By spending more than £150 million on new players, the Dutch strategist established a possession-heavy strategy. Despite winning the FA Cup in 2016, his reign was marked by inconsistency and a lack of attacking flair. Critics labelled his approach as uninteresting, prompting his departure shortly after winning the Cup. After Van Gaal's slow style and poor results, United turned to a man known for winning, José Mourinho. Mourinho was successful right away. In his first season, he won both the Europa League and the League Cup. However, defensive strategies and open arguments with important players clouded his rule. A series of bad performances led to his dismissal in December 2018, leaving United in 6th place. When Mourinho departed, the club turned to a recognisable face, one of its own, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Originally brought in as a caretaker, Solskjaer's offensive philosophy revitalised the team. The highlights of his tenure included a second-place league finish and an incredible Champions League comeback against PSG. However, poor tactics and no trophies led to his exits following a series of disappointing results. After Ole left, United turned to Erik ten Hag, who was a successful Ajax coach. Ten Hag's era began with high hopes, winning the FA Cup in 2024 and the Carabao Cup in 2023. Despite a massive investment, the squad struggled to maintain consistency, resulting in a terrible start to the 24-25 season. A defeat to West Ham dropped United to 14th, prompting Hag's dismissal in October 2024. Ruud van Nistelrooy, a former player and Ten Hag's assistant, took over as interim in charge. He led 4 games before Ruben Amorim was named the new manager on the 11th of November. One big reason for Manchester United's fall is poor work in the transfer market. The club spent huge amounts of money, but many signings didn't work out. In 2016, United broke the world transfer record to bring back Paul Pogba from Juventus for £89 million. That season, he won the League Cup and the Europa League. He showed flashes of skill but was never consistent. Injuries, off-field drama and coaching changes made things worse. He ultimately left for Juventus in 2022. Then came Alexis Sanchez. United signed him in 2018, beating rivals Manchester City to the deal. He was one of the best in the league at Arsenal, but at United, he struggled to score and barely made an impact. His wages were so high that they caused problems with other players too. Romelu Lukaku was another expensive deal. The club signed him for around £75 million. He was the second most expensive player after Paul Pogba. Although he scored goals, he didn't fit the team's style. After 2 seasons, he left Manchester United and joined the Italian club Inter Milan in August 2019. More recent signings haven't helped either. Antony cost around £85 million, but has yet to prove himself. He has speed and skill, but hasn't created many goals or chances. Mason Mount was another big-name signing, but he struggled with injuries and form in his first season. The bigger problem is that there's no clear plan. Over the years, United signed players for different managers with different styles. Some want fast wingers, others want passing midfielders. The outcome is that there is a mix of players that don't fit well together. There's also been poor scouting. While rivals like Manchester City and Liverpool built small, balanced teams, Manchester United chased big names. They spent more than most clubs in Europe but didn't build a team with strong links and chemistry. Because of this, the squad feels disjointed. Some positions are overloaded and others are weak. It's not just about spending, it's about spending smart. And for years, United got that wrong. While fans often talk about players and coaches, many of Manchester United's problems start off the pitch. The club has been owned by the Glazer family since 2005. From the start, their takeover upset fans. But why? Because they bought the club using borrowed money. That debt still hangs over the club today. Critics argue that the Glazers care more about profit than football. Many think the fall of Manchester United began after Sir Alex left, but cracks started to show earlier. In 2009, Cristiano Ronaldo was sold to Real Madrid for a record £80 million. At the same time, United backed out of a deal to keep Carlos Tevez. He moved to rivals Manchester City instead. That summer, United used just £24 million to sign Antonio Valencia, Gabriel Obertan and Mame Biram Doif. Michael Owen also joined for free. Only Valencia made an impact. The rest flopped. City, on the other hand, spent over £160 million. They brought in stars like David Silva and Yaya Toure, who helped build a winning team for the next decade. While City built smart and bold, United tried to spend less. Sir Alex said he was always given what he asked for, but behind the scenes, many felt the Glazers were tightening the budget. The goal became staying in the Champions League, not winning trophies. One staff member even said the owners didn't mind missing trophies, since it saved them from paying player bonuses. United won nothing the year Ronaldo and Tevez left. The team wasn't replaced well. Fans say the Glazers care more about profit than football. For years, they took millions out in dividends, while rivals invested heavily in their teams and facilities. But the problems go beyond money. There's also a lack of clear structure. After Sir Alex Ferguson left, United struggled to build a long-term plan. There was no football director until 2021. Big signings were made without a clear strategy. Players were only brought to fit one manager's style that didn't work under the next. It led to a squad full of mismatched players and no strong identity. Different managers brought different ideas, but the people above them didn't offer clear support or direction. Scouts and staff changed too often. There were too many voices, but not enough smart decisions. All of this showed up on the field. Players lacked belief. Managers couldn't build strong teams. The club chased quick fixes instead of steady progress. And fans grew angry, protesting against the owners both online and at Old Trafford. United is still one of the biggest clubs in the world, but poor leadership at the top has made success harder. Until the club sorts itself out behind the scenes, winning trophies on the pitch will remain a struggle. Right now, Manchester United is stuck. Injuries have hit the team hard. Key players like Lisandro Martinez, Luke Shaw and Casemiro have missed many games. Others like Varane and Rashford have not stayed fit for long. The squad looks thin, and young players are being pushed into big roles too soon. This makes it hard to stay consistent. Every game feels like a struggle. With the Premier League looking tough, the Europa League could be United's only hope. It's not the dream tournament, but it offers a way back to the Champions League. Winning it could save the season. It could also bring some pride back to the fans. But looking ahead, there are bigger problems. Manchester United's current manager, Ruben Amorim, is facing a challenging situation. Results haven't gone his way. The team doesn't seem to play with a clear style. If he leaves, United must choose wisely. Another wrong manager could make things worse. More than anything, United needs a plan. They must stop chasing quick fixes. A smart transfer strategy is key. Sign contracts with the right players. Build a team with balance and depth. The new owners, including Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe, promise change, and fans are watching closely. This is a club with a rich history, but history alone can't win matches. If United wants to rise again, it needs smart ideas, brave moves and steady hands. The road ahead won't be easy, but it's still open. From Ronaldo's exit to poor signings, weak planning and off-pitch drama, United's fall was slow but deep. A proud club, once feared by all, now fights to stay relevant. But not all hope is lost. With the right owners, smart signings and a clear plan, the Red Devils can rise again. What do you think? Can Manchester United return to the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button for more football stories.